Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Akashic Rose, and welcome to this video, which is going to be about just getting some guidance for the twin flame connection and about twin flames and how to manage the connection, do our own self-work. So in the link, well, in the description below, I have a link put on how to do shadow work, like how to understand it, recognize it, and then work with it. Okay, so if you feel um, any way drawn to looking at that, the link is right below. Okay, I feel that it is very important not to eradicate our shadow side and treat it like it's something that we need to get rid of, because that's really just another shadow side popping up. But recognize it as looking at it through, like, when a 1-year-old, is learning to walk and they fall on their butt, we don't look at them and then try to, fix it or whatever. We just kind of smile and love it because it's so cute and it's, they're trying. And what the angels have told me over and over again, that that's how they look at humans, no matter no matter how hideous or great we perceive hideous or great the act may be, that they see us all in that same way with the innocence of a child. So the video below goes into that a lot more, and if you feel called to look at it, I invite you to do it. It's a wonderful video. It's less than 15 minutes. So all right, well, we're gonna start. Okay, so we're just gonna take a moment and take a deep breath, and we're gonna call in all of the archangels of the highest healing order that want to be part of this reading today, so that messages of unconditional love, grace, and healing come through to help us on our journey. And we ask that the twin flames, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, support this container for this reading and all of the information that's coming through. Thank you, and so it is. Satnam. Okay, so we're going to start with the Sufi Wisdom deck. Wow, this is the first. This is the this is the card that came out in the last reading. So you may want to go back and watch the last. I believe it's the last twin flame reading that I did. I believe so. Determination, perseverance leads to fortune. And again, this blue here, I said it in the other video and I'll say it here. This here is like a very Mother Mary energy to me. So I just want to say real quick that I am not religious, but I do work with what some people may consider religious figures. So, but I'm not particular to one religion or religious figures, because I see them without religion. I see them for their message and their energy and their beauty, and I invite you to do the same. And for me, Mother Mary is in this here, and what I feel like is that determination, that is good, but what I'm also hearing is watch what's fueling the determination and have compassion and understanding. So Mother Mary energy is coming in about talking about the shadow side. Okay, coming in and letting us know that we can bring in, whether you're male or female. And again, I'm talking about energies, not gender. So whether you're male or female, because I do believe that we have both inside of us at all times. So, but whether you're male or female, that you can call on the Mother Mary energy to bring in the Divine Mother to nurture ourselves and our shadow side and aspects of our shadow side. Okay, so that's really beautiful. And it's kind of funny that we called in Jesus and Mary Magdalene. I have these watching over every twin flame reading. I feel a strong connection to them as twin flames. I work with them often to try to understand this journey. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Twin Flame, A Journey to the Heart key cards by Ernest M. Henry. I just want to get a few cards before I start talking more. Ooh, I have a funny feeling that the shadow side is going to be a big topic today because I put that link in there just for this video. And I'm gonna, just so you know, from videos from this day forward, I probably will leave that link there, because I feel like shadow work in any journey, but especially the twin flame journey, is really helpful. And when we accepted this journey of the twin flame journey before we came down, we accepted about taking relationship as a spiritual practice. So that's why the shadow work is really important. And Lulu agrees with that. That's my dog. All right, look at this, guys. Reflection. Twin flame number 34. I'm sorry, guys. See if she stops. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I just brought her into the room with me because, believe it or not, she's quieter if she's in here. Okay, so I'm just going to take a deep breath and center. Okay, so I'm going to read the card. So, well, first, I should think I was showing it to you right before the dog barked. But so this is an important message. So I really believe that the world is our oracle, just as much as we are the oracle. So the world is constantly showing us signs, and Lulu often works that way for me. So this is, I feel like this is an important part of her going bark crazy there for a minute. It's like an exclamation point saying that this is an important part to pay attention to. So again, we have the moon, and it's just reminding me of, like, you know, the shadow work once again, right? Those like the moon in all of its phases, it's like help bringing out in all of its cycles. Its cycle brings out a lot of the different shadows that we have within us. So the moon doesn't cause our shadows, but the different cycles of it and everything that goes on in astrology is help illuminating what needs to be worked with and seen and then loved. In reflection is the time when our hearts speak to each other. No matter what the distance or situation, remember all that we remember all that we are, and that our twin is just a thought away. Remember this when you feel lost. So if you are in separation, it's a good reminder. It's also, if you are in union but feeling a distance between you or it's struggling, that's a good reminder as well that your twin is just a thought away. Your twin is your direct mirror, that direct reflection. Okay, and that's why they often trigger our shadow side so much. And, you know, reflection is helping, is like going within and helping us really work with that side of ourselves that's being triggered or wanting or being called to work on. So any of our shadow sides, I believe it's A Course in Miracles that says something to this effect. I'm loosely quoting this, but all action is either loving or a call for love. And you can, I've always looked at it in a way that, you know, that for the outside world. Okay, but what I'm hearing today is actually that it's okay to do that for ourselves too. That it actually starts within ourselves. It starts within ourselves by recognizing that our shadow, either way, we are either being loving or there's an aspect of ourselves that is being called to have us love it. Okay? And it's the same thing. And I believe that's A Course in Miracles. I heard it a long time ago and they just popped it into my head. All right, so we're going to work with the Twin Flame Shadow Side by Mystic Moon just to kind of see some of the shadow sides that could be appearing right now. I'm hearing to get 2. One fell. Oh, there's actually 2 down there. I'm glad I stopped and looked because I was hearing to get 2. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Unlovable. This one's kind of harsh, but sellout. So the shadow side that they're calling to with determination and the love and the caring of Mother Mary, we're meant to start reflecting on the part of us that feels this. When they pull away or when they mirror a shadow side to us, many of us don't feel that we're lovable. And a lot of divine masculines pull away because they feel unworthy. So what I'm hearing is that overall, okay, now it's, remember, our twins do shadow mirror to us. But what I'm hearing is that this is mainly divine feminine. This is like the predominant energy for the divine feminine. And sellout is actually the predominant energy of the divine masculine that I'm reading for at this time. So the divine feminines, and again, gender, not, I mean, energy, not gender. So the divine feminines within all of us, but predominantly the ones that identify as a divine feminine, are really feeling unlovable in some way. Maybe it's some of those shadow aspects that are really blaring at this time. The parts of you that feel that your twin doesn't love you because of the way they're acting, the way that you're taking it personal. And what I'm hearing about the divine masculine, and also the divine masculine within us, but it's not our predominant shadow right now, but it is an aspect too. There's a part of us that feels like, oh, so okay, that's for the divine feminine part. So the divine masculine, what I'm feeling like is he's feeling like a sellout in life. A lot of these divine masculines, I think they did a lot of what their family expected, what society expected, because they didn't feel loved. So this is like the not the predominant shadow that's coming in, but the fact that it's like the unlovable part is making them feel, made them reach out in ways that's now making them feel like they sold out in some way. It could be their job. It could be a relationship that they're in. Maybe it was for comfort and convenience, how it would look. And for the divine feminines that are have this as a smaller shadow, not the predominant shadow, I feel like that underneath some of the reasons why they don't feel lovable as lovable, the reasons why they don't feel lovable is because, I'm sorry guys, I'm tripping up on my words. I'm sorry. So is because I'm hearing actually that in the twin flame connection, they're feeling like a bit of a sellout. And what I mean by that is a couple of things. One of the things could be that maybe because of the fact that you felt unlovable, you did things that were not typical of you. Like this is just an example, said you loved football when you didn't, right? Or you liked this, but really you were just had a mild interest or not, but you were like, I love it. And then you dove into it, but you kind of like selling out a piece of you to bond and be happy. Okay. Also, what I'm hearing too is be very careful. I want to get my pointer on this one. Do you see her eyes here? Okay. So what I'm feeling like here is that the divine feminines that are watching this, the collective that I'm reading for, be very mindful of the readings that you're watching. Be very mindful of the ones that are telling you that, you're focusing too much on him. Blah, 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 blah. That's all true, yes. But underneath it lies a part of you that just needs to be healed. That's just calling for that love, right? So be mindful of the readings or the videos or the books, or any blogs or anything that's or in here they just said comments on YouTube or anywhere that are kind of like burning your eyes out and really triggering you to making you feel like you're a sellout in this twin flame connection. If you know the truth of your twin flame connection, if you really truly believe that you're in that, know it. Just know it and believe it. Even if there was a mistake made, that will come to your awareness in divine time. And in the meanwhile, all you did was learn how to do self-work and grow and love at a deeper level. But what I'm hearing is just be mindful of what you're paying attention to and don't sell yourself out. Okay? And I feel like this, with determination, this is what the twins on both sides are really reflecting within. You know, like they're really reflecting to each other, but they're doing reflection within themselves. Okay, so now I'm going to pull, they're saying to do the twin flame journey to the heart card again. Oh, that was quick. Ooh. Cosmic flow. Your power comes from within. Your tears are an expression of the light and beauty your heart feels and sees. In here, you will find me. So in the tears and in the reflection of looking at these parts of yourself, that when you're crying because you don't feel lovable, or you're just feeling extremely frustrated because you feel like you've sold out and you feel stuck in a pattern in life. So what I'm hearing is that know that this feels like dawn to me, like a new dawn, a new day, a new walk on the beach. It's part of the cosmic flow to really look at these shadow sides, shed the tears, look at the video, do the work, and just know that once you get past all of that, right in the center, all of it is still going to be you're still going to be in this cosmic flow with your twin. In here, you will find me. And I'm hearing a song in my head by Josh Radin. I think it's I Find You. I think I'll find you. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember the name of the song exactly, but I'm hearing his voice singing it. So yes, but anyway, so that's if you guys want to look up Josh Radin, and I think it's In Me I Find You or something like that. I'll try to actually find it and put the link below. Okay, so it's a beautiful song. Yeah. So it's like really bringing this through the cosmic flow, bringing illumination by reflection and determination, that you're going to be able to see your twin through the shadow, through all of the shadows, through all that. You're going to come in and realize that your oneness and your connection is there, and that it's, very real to you. Okay. Just be mindful what you're paying attention to, what you're watching, and what you can watch whatever you want, but be mindful of what you're believing, what you're taking in as truth. You don't have to sell out an aspect of yourself to believe what they're saying. So when they say something that's really triggering you, that's when you got to go in and do that shadow work. Where do you not trust your own intuition, your own guidance? So this is the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Put that right there, right? That's really what that's saying. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And it's, Mother Mary had come in and was talking about that, the divine mother energy of nurturing and caring and unconditional love. And I'm not putting pressure on any of the twins to love unconditionally. You have to love yourself unconditionally first. You don't take abuse. Okay? If this person is your twin, you can step away from the abuse or any type of negative behavior, and know that if this person is truly your twin, the universe will bring you back together. You will bump into each other. You will see each other at an airport. I mean, I'm telling you, it's amazing how it works. I see it with clients. I've seen it within my own life. So just trust, okay, that even if you have to say goodbye for a little bit because of a negative pattern of behavior, that if this person has really done the work and you've done the work, the universe will bring you guys back together, okay? Because twins are really meant to birth the new age. Look at the two lights. Okay. Dreaming a new world into being. So what I'm also hearing with this too, okay, is that to get a fresh start, like to birth that new, like with Mother Mary, with the cosmic flow, and just birth this new energy into your connection, into your cycle with your relationship or connection to your twin. So in order to do that, you have to start dreaming of a new world into being, a whole new reality. And in order to do that, releasing your shadow side so that you can do that and attract in the experiences and the unconditional love that you want within this connection, but within life, period. In order to birth a new cycle, a new, like, to the cycles, so like this new pattern and this new thing, you have to do that shadow work. uh, get yourself unbound from the shadow side, the patterns, the contracts, the past lives with him, with your divine counterpart, as well as in your youth, within you. And again, there's the moon. Okay. So this one, so there's two moons, and then there's two, like, I feel like, like walking into the light, like positive flow. Like this is where it's heading once you do this work. Okay. So one of the things, so this is a book that I recommend, is The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. It's been around for a really long time. Also the books by Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth or The Power of Now. It's a great way to really look at the shadow side. He, Eckhart Tolle calls it the pain body, but just know that the pain body is your shadows. That's your shadow side. And it's a great way to really go in depth and look at it. He has a great section on relationships, but he helps you in every area of life. But anyways, I kind of spun off a little bit. These are just books that have really helped me on my spiritual path over the last many years. So the Four Agreements is also one of those books that's just really profound. And he has a book called The Mastery of Love too, which is great. But this is the Four Agreements deck. So let's just see which of the Four Agreements wants to come out today. Okay. So there's two. Ooh, don't make assumptions. Speak openly and honestly. Look at that. Root chakra. Colors. Wow. When you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. So this is reminding me of like the goddess, holding her hands up, embracing the world. And so what I feel like this is like, whether this is whether you're a divine masculine or divine feminine watching this, I feel like this is you. And in the center of this, okay, is your twin. And then this is the space. So that I have this feeling that, like, even though we're one soul, we are still autonomous in the way that we still have our own field. They still have their own field in their incarnation in this life. And then the connection itself has its own field as well, but we are within that field. And so when we don't do our shadow work, okay, when we don't communicate openly and honestly, when we don't do our shadow work, okay, we are polluting that third sphere, that third field. And that's when a lot of the running happens. That's when a lot of the fear pops in. It starts to feel overwhelming and very heavy and more intense in the shadow side, in the triggering. So that's why I had a feeling that the shadow work was going to come in really strong with this one. So, okay, so speak openly and honestly. So often it says don't make assumptions. That's one of the Four Agreements. So not making so often we don't speak openly and honestly because we assume how the other person is going to react. And by that, when we make that assumption, it's because we're projecting from our own shadow side often how something may happen, or how it's going to make us feel. But what we're fearing is the pain of the shadow side that resides within us when we're not speaking openly and clearly and honestly. So I just want to read that last part again. To make us, no, I'll just read the whole thing. When you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. Now that might seem like this like far out there goal. It starts small. You don't have to worry about the impeccability. Just know that as you start working with, letting go of cutting the cord to your assumptions, your shadow sides, getting unbound. So the more that you do that, the more that you're going to be able to step into being able to live this more and more with all of your communications, but especially with your twin. So I don't know about you guys, but I personally find it one of the hardest people to communicate with is my twin. I get triggered. I don't know why. It's just something I'm working through, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on within me. So don't take anything personally. Release self-judgment. Oh, the unlovable, the sellout. Wow, wow, wow. Look at, oh my goodness, I love how cards work. Look at, right? And then when you release into the light. Release it, love our shadow sides unconditionally, the way Mother Mary loves us all. Release the self-judgment. Don't take anything that anybody, but especially our twin, does, okay? Don't take it personally. So the back of the card, even the opinions you have about yourself are not necessarily true. Therefore, you don't need to take whatever you hear in your own mind personally. So this is beautiful. So this isn't even talking about other people. This is talking about taking responsibility for your own thoughts. Okay? And that's really what we were just talking about here. And what we've been talking about is really just taking responsibility for ourselves. And so that way we can be healthier in all our connections, but also our connection with our twin. All right, I'm just going to take a deep breath. Ooh, that was a lot of energy. That was beautiful. So I'm hearing to get the Twin Flame deck. One more. Oh. Okay. Self-truth. Master key number 5. Through surrender, you find your truth and heart's calling. The beauty of your truth now rises like the phoenix and will set you free. Whatever you uncover on your road to ascension, listen to your heart. It is your compass of knowing. Trust your knowing. Don't sell out. Don't allow other people's opinions on all of these videos, myself, others, things in the comments make you doubt your twin flame connection. If you believe, only you can answer that. I can't answer that for you. Nobody else can answer that for you. Okay? So don't sell out who you know you are and the connection that you're in for anyone or anything. And I feel like this card, the Phoenix, right? I feel like through all of this, you're going to come into a deeper place of self-truth. Listen, you are your own compass. You're your own moral compass. You're your own intuitive compass. You are the oracle. So release the self-judgment. Any parts of yourself that believes that you're unlovable or a sellout, unbind those. And if you feel called to look at your shadow work a little deeper, please check out that video in my description. Okay? All right. You're the Phoenix, love. You're the Phoenix. And this also, the Phoenix also is like a strong representation to me of the cycles of twin flame connection. So it always rises again. Somebody runs, you get pulled back together. Somebody runs, you get pulled back together. So in order to start getting out of that cycle, right? To get out of that cycle, we have to just rise up and then hold our self-truth in that place and recognize and hold that truth. Okay, all right. Well, I send you guys lots and lots of love, and I'm going to put the Josh Radin song in there, and I'm going to look at the lyrics and really make sure that's something I want to put through in there. If not, you can look for it yourself. But but I'm hearing the song, so I really do. You know what? I'm hearing the song. I'm putting it in there no matter what. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. See, that's my self-truth, right? I have to listen to that compass. All right. Okay. Oh, all right. All my love, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.